What if I told you that hiding in plain sight, maybe in your garden or even potted up nicely in your living room, is a plant that's actually, well, incredibly dangerous? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on some beautiful, popular plants that are hiding a pretty serious secret. Now, I know that sounds like something out of a movie, but it is the absolute truth. And what's even crazier, so many of these plants are sold every single day without a single warning label on them. Seriously, this little explainer might just change the way you shop for plants forever. So, we're going to count down the 7 most popular yet treacherous plants that you might have in your home right now. These are the beautiful deceivers you absolutely need to know about. Kicking off our list at number 1 is Oleander. I mean, look at it. At first glance, it's basically the perfect plant. It's got these lush green leaves, it's bursting with these gorgeous flowers. And nurseries absolutely love selling it because it's super drought resistant and gives any backyard this amazing tropical vibe. But here's its dark side. Every single part of this plant, the leaves, the flowers, the stems, is poisonous. It's packed with these nasty toxins called cardiac glycosides. For a small child or a curious pet, even one leaf can be fatal. So here's the deal. If you want that beautiful tropical look, just go with hibiscus instead. It's every bit as beautiful, but it's completely safe. All right, coming in at number 2 is a plant that looks like it was plucked straight out of a fairy tale, the foxglove. You see these tall stalks with the bell-shaped flowers, and it just adds this magical, enchanting look to a garden. It's no wonder they're so popular. But that enchanting look hides a really potent secret. See, inside those pretty little flowers are something called Digitalis glycosides. Now, in medicine, a refined version is used for heart conditions, but straight from the plant, the dose is completely uncontrolled and can be deadly, literally causing cardiac arrest. A fantastic and totally safe alternative is the snapdragon. You get that same tall, colorful pop of color with zero risk. At number 3, we've got a houseplant I guarantee you've seen before, probably in an office or a friend's living room. Dumcane. People love it for its big, stylish leaves and the fact that it does just fine in low light. It's just an easy way to make a room feel more alive, But there's a really nasty reason for its name. The leaves are filled with these microscopic, needle-shaped crystals. So if a curious toddler or a pet chews on a leaf, those little needles shoot into their mouth and throat. It causes this intense pain and swelling that can literally block their airway. A much, much safer choice for that same bold, leafy look is a parlor palm. And if you thought that was bad, just wait. The very next plant on our list is one of the top causes of fatal poisoning in pets, and it's often disguised as this cute, innocent-looking little palm tree. All right, let's get into the second half of our list. And I gotta tell you, the dangers are about to get even more serious. We're talking about some of the most notorious poisons in the entire plant world, and they might be a lot closer than you think. Number 4 is the Sago palm. And it's easy to see the appeal, right? It looks like an adorable little miniature palm tree. It's super popular for patios, for living rooms. It's low maintenance, and just gives off this exotic, vacation-y feel. But underneath that cute exterior is a really deadly risk. All the parts of the sago palm are toxic, but the seeds are by far the most dangerous part. They contain a toxin called psychocin, and for pets, it causes liver failure. It's just devastating. For a very similar look without any of that danger, just go for an Erica palm instead. Okay, this next one is a real showstopper in the garden. The castor bean plant is big, it's bold, it's dramatic. It's got these huge star-shaped leaves and these really cool spiky red seed pods. People grow it because it's so incredibly eye-catching. But here is the terrifying truth. Its seeds contain ricin. Yeah, that ricin. It's one of the most lethal poisons known to man. It only takes 2 or 3 seeds to be fatal to a child, who might just think they look like some kind of interesting candy. For that same huge, dramatic foliage, please plant elephant ear or canna lilies instead. They're stunning and completely safe. Number 6 might be the biggest shocker on the whole list, simply because they are everywhere. Azaleas and rhododendrons. I mean, we all love them for those incredible spring blooms that just cover entire neighborhoods in these massive bursts of color. But here's the thing, they contain something called grey-annata toxins. These can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure, vomiting, and in really severe cases, even a coma. There's even a historical thing called mad honey, which was made from their nectar, and it was known for its toxic effects. A really beautiful and safe swap is the camellia. It'll give you those same gorgeous, showy blooms.
And finally, at number 7, the elegant, the beautiful lily. It's a florist's absolute favorite. You see them in bouquets for every single occasion you can think of. From Easter to weddings to funerals, they're just the picture of grace.
But, and this is so important, for anyone who owns a cat, this is a critical life or death warning. Lilies are silent killers for cats. Every single part of the plant is fatally toxic to them. I'm talking even just a little bit of pollen that brushes onto their fur that they lick off later, or a tiny sip of water from the vase. That is enough to cause total kidney failure within hours. If you have a cat, you simply cannot have lilies in your home, period. Okay, before we get to how you can keep your family safe, here's a quick rapid-fire bonus round of a few other popular plants that have some hidden dangers you should probably know about. First up, hydrangeas. Yep, their leaves and flower buds actually have compounds that can release cyanide. Next, there's monkshood, which has the charming nickname the Queen of Poisons. It's so toxic you shouldn't even touch it without gloves. And finally, philodendrons. They have the same irritant crystals as dumb-cane, causing that painful swelling if chewed on. Phew, okay. We've gone through a lot of scary stuff, but now let's switch gears. Let's talk about how to feel empowered. Here are these simple, actionable steps you can take to make sure your home and garden are both beautiful and totally safe for everyone, especially the little ones. Okay, step 1, always read the plant labels. But, and this is key, just because there isn't a warning doesn't mean it's safe. Just do a quick search on your phone before you buy. Step 2, if you even suspect a child or pet has eaten a toxic plant, you have to act fast. Don't wait to see what happens. Call poison control immediately for a person or your vet for a pet. And third, just choose from the hundreds of beautiful non-toxic alternatives out there. And for all the parents of toddlers, a simple rule of thumb: keep all houseplants, safe or not, high up and well out of their curious reach. You know, seeing all of these laid out like this, it really is a wake-up call to how many hidden dangers are sold as simple decor. So I've got to ask you, which plant on this list was the biggest surprise? Was it the super common azalea or maybe the deadly secret of the lily? Let me know down in the comments. If you found this explainer helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button, and maybe share it with the other plant lovers in your life. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more content just like this that helps you stay safe and informed. Thanks so much for watching.